4 vitamins you should never take and 4 vitamins you must take daily. If you're over 60, you've probably been told the same thing for years. Take your vitamins every morning and you're doing something smart for your health. One pill for your bones, another for your heart, maybe one more for energy or immunity. Simple, right? But here's the uncomfortable truth most seniors are never told. Some of the very vitamins you're taking every single day may actually be doing the opposite of what you expect. Instead of protecting your health, they may be quietly making you weaker, foggier, and even sicker. Clinical research shows that certain supplements, many of them heavily marketed to older adults, can build up in the body over time. As they accumulate, they can strain your liver, stiffen your arteries, disrupt your nerves, and even raise your risk of stroke or serious heart problems. And here's what makes this so alarming. These aren't rare or exotic supplements. They're common, everyday vitamins found in countless senior multivitamins and medicine cabinets. Why does this happen? Because aging changes your body in ways most supplement labels never mention. Your liver no longer filters toxins as efficiently. Your kidneys don't flush excess nutrients as easily. Your nerves and blood vessels become more sensitive and fragile. What helped your body at 40 can quietly become a health trap at 65. In this video, we're going to reveal the 4 vitamins you should never take after 60. And just as important, the 4 vitamins you should take daily if you want to protect your brain, strengthen your muscles, and support a longer, healthier life. Stay with us until the very end, because vitamin number 1 has been scientifically linked to a 36% lower risk of death from all causes. That's not marketing hype. That's hard data. So grab your supplement bottles, check the labels, and let's find out whether the pills you're taking every morning are truly helping you live longer or slowly draining your health. Worst vitamin number 4. Vitamin A in retinol form, the good nutrient that turns toxic after 60. Vitamin A sounds like a hero. Doctors recommend it for eye health, skin support, and immune function. And in the right form and amount, it absolutely plays an important role. But here's what most seniors don't realize. After 60, too much vitamin A in the form of retinol, the synthetic version found in many multivitamins and liver-based supplements, can quietly accumulate in your body and turn harmful. Unlike water-soluble vitamins like vitamin C or most B vitamins, vitamin A is fat-soluble. That means your body doesn't easily flush out the excess. Instead, it stores vitamin A in your liver and fatty tissues. As you age, your liver processes nutrients more slowly. Fat distribution in the body changes. That means vitamin A you take today doesn't disappear tomorrow. It builds up gradually, like water filling a glass drop by drop, until one day it overflows. Over time, excess vitamin A can cause symptoms many seniors mistake for normal aging: dry skin and brittle hair, dizziness or blurred vision, joint pain and stiffness, constant fatigue that never seems to improve. But the risks go far beyond discomfort. A 2022 review published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults with excess vitamin A had a 25% higher risk of atrial fibrillation, an irregular heart rhythm that dramatically increases stroke risk after 65. In other words, a vitamin meant to support your health could quietly be increasing your chances of a life-threatening event. So how much is too much? If your supplement contains more than 700 micrograms per day for women or 900 micrograms per day for men of retinol or retinol palmitate, you may already be in the danger zone. And many senior formulas exceed these amounts without clearly warning you. The good news is you don't need to eliminate vitamin A completely. Your body still needs it, just in the safer form called beta-carotene. This form is found naturally in foods like carrots, sweet potatoes, spinach, and eggs. Your body converts beta-carotene into vitamin A only when it truly needs it, eliminating the risk of overdose. Think of beta-carotene as a self-regulating system. Retinol keeps filling the tank whether your body needs it or not. Beta-carotene only supplies what's necessary. The bottom line is simple. If you're over 60, check your labels today. If you see retinol or retinol palmitate, it may be time to rethink your choice. Replace synthetic forms with real food sources and let your body decide how much it actually needs. Because after 60, staying healthy isn't about taking more pills. It's about choosing the right nutrients in the right form for the body you have now. Worst vitamin number 3. Iron supplements, the energy booster that backfires after 60. When most people think about iron, they think energy. Doctors prescribe it for fatigue. Multivitamins add it to fight weakness. For decades, iron has been marketed as the solution for brittle nails, pale skin, and feeling run down. But here's the truth most seniors are never told. After 60, iron supplements can quietly become toxic. Unlike many nutrients your body can easily eliminate, iron has nowhere to go once your storage levels are full. Instead of flushing out, excess iron is stored in vital organs like your liver, heart, and pancreas. Over time, that buildup acts like rust inside old plumbing, slowly damaging tissues from the inside out. Why does iron become dangerous with age? Because the body's natural way of losing iron disappears. Men stop losing iron after puberty. Women stop losing iron after menopause. That means unless you've had recent blood loss, surgery, ulcers, or a diagnosed deficiency, your body usually doesn't need extra iron anymore. When you keep supplementing anyway, excess iron creates oxidative stress, unstable molecules that damage cells, accelerate aging, and inflame organs. A 2018 study published in Alzheimer's Research and Therapy found that excess iron was associated with higher risks of cognitive decline and dementia. Other studies link iron overload to heart disease, liver damage, and even certain cancers. And here's the most surprising part. Very few seniors are actually iron deficient. The danger is that iron overload doesn't announce itself clearly. The symptoms creep in slowly and are often blamed on aging itself. Joint pain and stiffness, persistent fatigue that rest doesn't fix, memory problems or brain fog, heart palpitations or irregular beats. But behind the scenes, excess iron may be damaging your heart, liver, and brain. Multivitamins make the problem worse. Many senior formulas still include iron by default, even though most older adults don't need it. Stack that on top of iron-rich foods like red meat, beans, and fortified cereals, and overload becomes almost inevitable. So what should you do instead? First, check your labels. If your multivitamin includes iron and you haven't been diagnosed with a deficiency, it's time to switch. Second, get tested. Ask your doctor for a serum ferritin or transferrin saturation test. These tests reveal whether your iron levels are already too high. Third, choose iron-free senior multivitamins designed specifically to avoid overload. You'll still get plenty of iron naturally from foods like lean meats, beans, and leafy greens without pushing your body past its limit. The bottom line is this. Iron is essential earlier in life when blood loss is common. But after 60, extra iron often does more harm than good. It can quietly accelerate aging, strain your heart, and weaken your memory. Real energy at this stage of life doesn't come from iron pills. It comes from protecting your organs and reducing inflammation. Worst vitamin number 2, calcium supplements, the bone saver that can damage your heart. For decades, seniors have heard one message repeated over and over. If you want strong bones, take calcium every day. It's in commercials, doctor brochures, and nearly every bone health supplement on the market. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Calcium supplements, especially when taken alone, can actually increase health risks after 60. When you're younger, your bones readily absorb calcium. Hormones guide it exactly where it needs to go. But as you age, that system slows down. Your bones don't pull calcium in as efficiently. The extra calcium you swallow doesn't simply disappear, it often ends up in the wrong places. It can settle in your arteries, where it hardens blood vessels and raises heart attack risk. It can build up in joints, contributing to stiffness and pain. It can deposit in soft tissues, creating calcification your body struggles to reverse. A 2016 review in the Journal of the American Heart Association confirmed this concern. Seniors who took calcium supplements had a 22% higher risk of heart disease. The symptoms of calcium overload are often subtle at first: digestive discomfort like bloating or constipation, joint aches, fatigue, or difficulty concentrating. But over time, the consequences can be serious calcified arteries, kidney stones, impaired absorption of other minerals like magnesium and zinc, and increased stroke risk. Here's the irony. Even with all that calcium, bones may not get stronger at all. Why? Because calcium doesn't work alone. Vitamin D3 helps absorb calcium into the bloodstream. Vitamin K2 directs calcium into bones and keeps it out of arteries. Magnesium balances calcium so tissues don't harden. Without these partners, calcium loses its guidance system. If you're taking plain calcium supplements by themselves, your body has no instructions on where to send it. The smarter approach is balance. Focus on calcium-rich foods like leafy greens, yogurt, sardines with bones, almonds, and chia seeds. If supplementation is needed, always pair calcium with vitamin D3, vitamin K2, and magnesium. And don't forget movement. Weight-bearing exercise is just as important as calcium for bone strength. Check your total intake carefully. If your multivitamin already provides 500 to 1,000 milligrams daily, and your diet includes calcium-rich foods, you may already be exceeding what your body can handle. The bottom line: calcium is essential but not in isolation. After 60, calcium supplements taken alone can clog arteries, stiffen joints, and strain the heart. True bone health comes from balance, proper pairing, and keeping nutrients where they belong. Worst vitamin number 1. High-dose vitamin B6, the energy booster that quietly damages nerves. When people hear vitamin B6, they usually think harmless. It's water-soluble. It helps with energy. It supports nerve health. What could go wrong? But after 60, high doses of vitamin B6 can actually poison the nervous system. So what's the problem with vitamin B6? Here's the truth most people never hear. After 60, high doses of B6 can slowly become toxic to your nervous system. Unlike most B vitamins that your body easily flushes out, vitamin B6 behaves differently. When taken in large amounts over time, it can accumulate inside nerve tissue. That buildup becomes neurotoxic, gradually damaging the very nerves it's supposed to protect. Seniors are especially vulnerable. The aging liver clears toxins more slowly, and aging nerves are already more fragile. A 2017 study published in Neurology found that older adults taking high-dose B6 supplements had more than double the risk of nerve damage symptoms compared to those who stayed within safer limits. The most dangerous part is how easily B6 toxicity hides in plain sight. The symptoms look almost identical to normal aging or common conditions like diabetes: tingling or numbness in the hands and feet, burning sensations, poor balance and frequent falls, muscle weakness and persistent fatigue, brain fog that feels like just getting older. But in many cases, age isn't the real cause. Toxic levels of vitamin B6 may be silently damaging the nervous system. The dosage trap makes this even worse. The official upper safe limit for vitamin B6 is listed as 100 milligrams per day. But research shows that even 50 milligrams taken daily over long periods can cause nerve damage in older adults. Many energy boosters and nerve support supplements contain 100 to 250% of that limit in a single serving. Combine that with a daily multivitamin and fortified foods, and seniors may be overdosing every day without realizing it. The most concerning part: nerve damage caused by excess B6 can take months or even years to recover. In some cases, the damage may be permanent. So what's the safer approach? Stick to food sources whenever possible. Chickpeas, tuna, bananas, and fortified grains provide more than enough vitamin B6 in a form your body can regulate naturally. Know your real needs. Seniors only require about 1.5 milligrams per day for women and 1.7 milligrams per day for men. That's far less than what many supplements provide. Check your labels carefully. If your multivitamin or nerve formula contains more than 5 to 10 milligrams of B6 per serving, it's worth reconsidering. And if you're concerned, ask your doctor for a vitamin B6 blood test before supplementing just in case. The bottom line is simple. Vitamin B6 isn't bad. It's essential. But too much can quietly steal your balance, mobility, and independence. After 60, your body needs just enough not megadoses that burn nerves out over time. From danger to defense, the shift every senior must make. Now you know the 4 vitamins that may look harmless on the label but can quietly weaken your body after 60. Retinol-based vitamin A iron supplements, calcium taken alone, high-dose vitamin B6. Avoiding these dangers is only half the equation. The real key to thriving after 60 isn't just removing the wrong supplements, it's giving your body the right ones. Certain nutrients don't just help a little. They protect your heart, strengthen your muscles, sharpen your mind. And unlike the risky supplements we just covered, the next 4 are backed by some of the strongest research in senior health today. One of them has even been linked to a 36% lower risk of death from all causes. Let's start with the first one, a mineral most seniors are quietly deficient in, even though it powers hundreds of vital processes in the body. Best vitamin number 4, magnesium, the mineral that quietly rebuilds you after 60. If there's one nutrient older adults are commonly low in, it's magnesium. The tricky part is that the symptoms are easy to dismiss: trouble sleeping, nighttime muscle cramps, unexplained fatigue, occasional heart rhythm irregularities. Many seniors assume these are just part of aging, but they're classic warning signs of magnesium deficiency. Magnesium plays a role in over 300 biochemical reactions. It helps regulate heart rhythm, allows muscles to contract and relax smoothly, supports nerve signaling and brain function, balances blood sugar, strengthens bones by working alongside calcium and vitamin D. As we age, magnesium absorption naturally declines. On top of that, common medications such as blood pressure drugs, acid reflux medications, and diuretics actually drain magnesium from the body. Even with a decent diet, levels can drop year after year. A 2018 study published in Nutrients found that older adults with low magnesium levels had a 50% higher risk of atrial fibrillation, a dangerous heart rhythm that increases stroke risk. Low magnesium has also been linked to higher rates of dementia, type 2 diabetes, and chronic inflammation. The encouraging news is that correcting magnesium deficiency often produces noticeable improvements: better sleep, fewer muscle cramps, improved mood and energy, sharper thinking, better balance and fewer falls. But not all magnesium supplements are equal. Magnesium oxide is cheap but poorly absorbed and often causes digestive issues. Forms like magnesium glycinate, magnesium citrate, and magnesium malate are much better tolerated and more bioavailable. Most seniors benefit from 250 to 400 milligrams per day, depending on diet and health status. Food sources matter too. Leafy greens, pumpkin seeds, almonds, avocados, black beans, lentils, and even dark chocolate in moderation all provide magnesium. But due to soil depletion, food alone often isn't enough, which is why smart supplementation can be so powerful. Magnesium may not get much attention, but for seniors, it's a quiet powerhouse. Restore it and many so-called aging symptoms begin to fade. Best vitamin number 3. Vitamin D3, the sunshine nutrient that fights frailty after 60. If magnesium is your quiet helper, vitamin D3 is the master switch. It decides whether your bones stay strong, your muscles remain steady, your immune system stays alert, and your brain keeps sharp. By the time most adults reach 65, the body's ability to produce vitamin D3 naturally drops by more than 50%. Why? Skin no longer converts sunlight into vitamin D efficiently. Add in spending more time indoors, wearing sunscreen, or living in northern regions, and deficiency is almost guaranteed. Vitamin D3 isn't just about bones, though it does prevent fractures. It also supports muscle strength, immunity, and brain health. Bone density relies on calcium and vitamin K2 working with D3 to maintain strength. Muscle function depends on D3 to reduce weakness and prevent falls. Your immune system uses it to fight infections and repair damage. And your brain benefits with better memory, mood, and cognition. A 2020 review in the British Medical Journal found that seniors with low vitamin D had a 50% higher risk of respiratory infections and a 30% higher risk of death from all causes. Heart disease, diabetes, dementia, low D3 affects them all. The problem is that deficiency is often silent. Fatigue, low mood, frequent colds, weak bones, poor balance, and increased falls can all be signs easily mistaken for normal aging. Most multivitamins contain only 400–800 IU of D3, but studies show seniors usually need 1,000–2,000 IU per day to maintain healthy blood levels. The best form is cholecalciferol D3, not ergocalciferol D2, which is weaker and less bioavailable. D3 is fat-soluble, so take it with a meal containing healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, or salmon to maximize absorption. If blood levels are low, your doctor may recommend higher doses temporarily to restore balance. Food helps too. Fatty fish like salmon and sardines, egg yolks, fortified milk or orange juice. But after 60, food alone usually isn't enough. Smart supplementation is often necessary. Best vitamin number 2. Vitamin B12, the nerve protector and brain saver. If D3 is your body shield, B12 is your spark plug. It keeps your nerves firing, blood flowing, and memory sharp. By age 65, up to 1 in 4 seniors are B12 deficient, often without knowing it. Why? Stomach acid declines with age, which is necessary to separate B12 from food. Medications like antacids, proton pump inhibitors, and metformin can worsen absorption. Even if you eat B12-rich foods, your body may not absorb enough. B12 is essential for 3 major systems: brain and memory, protects nerve cells, prevents brain shrinkage, supports clarity. Blood health, helps produce red blood cells to prevent anemia and fatigue. Muscle function, supports nerve-to-muscle communication for strength and balance. Deficiency can mimic dementia, depression, or neuropathy, often mistaken as aging. Signs of low B12 include fatigue, memory lapses, tingling in hands and feet, poor balance, pale skin, and brittle nails. Left untreated, nerve damage may become permanent. To restore B12 safely, seniors need 501,000 micrograms per day, far more than what typical multivitamins provide. Choose methylcobalamin or cyanocobalamin for better absorption. Sublingual lozenges bypass the stomach, delivering B12 directly into the bloodstream. In severe cases, injections may be recommended. Food can help, but absorption is unreliable after 60. Rich sources include salmon, tuna, sardines, eggs, grass-fed beef, yogurt, and milk. B12 is water-soluble, so toxicity is rare. Best vitamin number 1. Omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA, the longevity nutrient seniors can't afford to miss. If there's one nutrient that can truly change aging, it's omega-3s. EPA and DHA aren't just healthy fats, they're life-extending. A massive study in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed over 42,000 seniors. Those with the highest blood levels of omega-3s had a 36% lower risk of death from all causes. Fewer heart attacks, fewer strokes, sharper minds, stronger joints, longer lives. Why omega-3s matter after 60. Chronic inflammation fuels arthritis, weak muscles, stiff arteries, and brain decline. Omega-3s counteract this. Heart. Reduce arrhythmias, lower triglycerides, maintain flexible blood vessels. Brain. DHA builds brain tissue, protecting memory, focus, and mood. Joints. Reduce stiffness and pain, improving mobility. Longevity. Slow cellular aging, protect DNA, support independence. Omega-3 deficiency is common. 68% of Americans over 60 lack sufficient levels. Most don't eat enough fatty fish, and processed foods high in omega-6 oils create imbalance, driving inflammation. How to get enough? Eat 2-3 servings of fatty fish weekly: salmon, sardines, anchovies, mackerel. Supplement smartly, at least 1,000 mg combined EPA/DHA daily. Some seniors need 2,000 mg or more. Choose fish oil tested for heavy metals, preferably in triglyceride form for absorption. Take with healthy fats. Vegan option. Algae-based omega-3 supplements provide DHA directly. Plant sources like chia seeds, flax seeds, walnuts help, but usually aren't enough alone. For therapeutic levels, supplementation makes the difference. Omega-3s protect brain, heart, joints, and your independence. Final conclusion: now you know the truth about vitamins after 60. Some, like retinol-based vitamin A, iron, calcium, and high-dose B6, quietly chip away at your health, weakening the heart, inflaming organs, and damaging nerves. On the other hand, magnesium, vitamin D3, B12, and omega-3s give your body exactly what it needs. They strengthen bones, sharpen the mind, support heart health, and boost energy. The difference between decline and vitality isn't luck. It's not just age, it's daily choices. Every pill, every bite, every habit moves you closer to weakness or closer to strength. Remember, aging is inevitable, but suffering is optional. Check your supplement labels, talk to your doctor about testing nutrient levels, and start replacing harmful supplements with the helpful ones. Your best years don't have to be behind you. With the right nutrition, they can still be ahead.